I'm Jasmine Flutter-Johan. I'm a professor of sociology and social justice at Lancaster University in the UK. It's been my great pleasure to be here in Delhi at this short course. We've had such phenomenal participation. We've had really engaged participants in the sessions. We've had fantastic speakers who have been so generous with their time. We've had wonderful insights into the experiences of food insecurity, some of the drivers, causes and consequences of food insecurity, how we start to measure food insecurity.
These last 2 days, we have a wonderful short course program here. And we planned this course with the objective that actually to train the early career researchers in food insecurity and nutrition. And we thought we plan to give them the latest lot of knowledge and skill set in this domain.
I think it's been a really important event. It's brought together policymakers, academics, a lot of different people from a lot of different disciplines and led to a really rich discussion.
And the way the kind of participants we had, the level of interaction that we had is really excellent, brilliant.
So food shapes and supports our sociocultural systems. It is absolutely central to who we are as human beings. Food is structured into our everyday lives, whether that's planning our days around meals or whether that's feeling the absence of food.
They are saying we will have a star rating system. So the better, the healthier the food is, the more stars it will get. So even your kurkure packet, which when you burn is plastic, will get a star, but it will get 1 star. And your something else will get maybe 5 stars. And your apple and jamun which you buy in the dukan in open will not have any star in any case. But then this whole thing of, then if you look at why is it, it's so obvious, technical committees have recommended it. Who is in the committee deciding on this FOPL policy finally? It is the food industry.
I think in India use the Celsius system, right? A friend calls you from the United States and says, how's the weather today? What's the temperature? You say, oh, today is 35. And he goes, gee, it's terribly cold because 35 in the Fahrenheit scale means close to freezing. But you are intending 35 Celsius. So what's the difference? The difference is the convention. The way that sometime, at a certain point, somebody decided, let's set 0 to the freezing point of water. Why? Arbitrary. Convention.
If you're studying food insecurity, you just can't barge into a house, ask questions about food, and leave the house. It depletes you, the participants, and is an unethical process. You build a rapport as much as it is possible, but at the same time, to represent their voices correctly, you will have to give importance to the context and the structures in which they are embedded in.
In India, it's linked. Why do you have a midday meal program? The immediate benefit, first benefit comes is girls enrollment. And we saw phenomenal increase in girls enrollment. Girls who were left home for sibling care started going to school, right? So everything in India is linked to discrimination, caste and gender, right? These are the 3 pillars on which you operate. So every public program will see that.
When I talk about food inflation, sometimes we see that we have inflation here. So always people have the feeling that inflation is a bad thing. But from an economics perspective, a mild inflation is a welcome phenomenon.
As researchers, we constantly have to plan how to do the interviews, when to do the interviews, and what is the best. Sometimes making, like Charu said, making multiple visits to the families, sort of thinking through. Also sometimes deciding that the length of the interviews need to be shortened, focusing on only very specific issues where we can respect their time and resource constraint.
So unequal society, food insecurity, poor health, nutritional, human development, socio-cultural, economic outcomes, they are leading to more inequalities, and this become a vicious cycle.
In classes teaching methods of research, the focus generally lies in conducting research that is valid, authentic, and objective in nature. However, from yesterday's discussion, we understood that data is inherently political. So it is important to critically look at the idea of neutrality and objectivity, not only while collecting, but also while trying to make sense of the data.
So I will be talking mostly on the 0 to 19 age group, this important age group, how the data sets are available or not, and how the different indicators of health and nutrition are spread over in different surveys. How can we conclude that what to do with this? population and how to intervene and how to help with the nutrition paradox.
I think this particular course is going to be highly, valuable for the person who is going to pursue his career or research related to food security.
I'm very thankful to the organizing team, both University of Lancaster and IIT Kanpur. So thank you so much for this opportunity that you are having this short course over here.